Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another video, and today I'll be checking out a new song from Chernobyl The Secret, which I love this song. Their track Reach I heard on stream. That's how I found the band and got into them. I love it. I've had it on repeat since then. It's gone on pretty much weekly on the rotation, so very promising. This new track is called Toxic. I'm very keen to check it out. This band has a lot of promise. If you have not checked out the song Reach or their older stuff, I highly recommend doing so. But today we'll be checking out Toxic. I will link the music video as well as all of the band's social media or promotional links in the description of this video. Other than that, I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it. I'm ready for that big chorus. Uh-oh. Slow groove. Not the obvious drop, okay. Chernobyl The Secret, Toxic. Let's discuss. So I think both Reach and this track are very promising. Reach stuck out to me a lot and put this band on my radar because not only the chorus was the main driving factor for me, and I think this does it's almost like the other side of the same coin, because while Reach has that melodic, emotional feel, I think it has a little bit more like hook in certain places because of the subject matter. Not to say that either of them are like light subject matters, but with this track, this video, obviously seeing what's going on, it took almost an even more tame approach, and having the breakdown at the end of this song play out the way it did and sort of like go into the I guess I've been talking a lot about like things not needing to be over the top heavy if they haven't built up that way, and I think this does a really good job of sort of like just expanding on what's already been introduced in the track without it needing to be like, here are these crazy vocals, here's like this breakdown that doesn't really fit the rest of the track. It's sort of leans into that softer side that still has the groove, and like I think it's very well done, and this chorus is in that same vein as what I was saying. That's why I said same coin, the flip side of it, because it has what I'm really looking for. I love when the two vocalists, well, there's three of them really, but the two vocalists that handled the chorus off of both Toxic and Reach. I love about Reach, like when it, you know, they hit you with the hook and then you have some like echo, or you have like the screams come in and sort of complement that rather than overtake it, and this feels very much in the same sort of style. I don't think it's like the same structure of the overall song and things like that, because of what I had just mentioned, it having a bit of an even tamer feel compared to Reach. But now those two tracks side by side have me very excited about this band. I loved what I heard when I went back further in their discography too, but I do think these two singles are the most promising material that they have, especially because I seriously cannot express enough how much that Reach chorus has just lived in my head. As soon as it opens up, it's just got like not only like the catchy delivery, but the instrumentals that complement that, some of what you hear detail-wise. I think that they did a good job of letting Toxic be a little bit different where necessary, but still bringing over really important pieces like that chorus. Having, I would say that if you just compare the guitar work on the two, they flow really nicely together as well. I was listening, I think it was maybe the main riff on Toxic, but listening to that, and then if you go back and listen to Reach and sort of compare that, they sound very good together. So I think these might be off some sort of upcoming release, given that information. And I'll be curious to see where else the band goes, what other sounds they can kind of tap into, because they do have that, you know, that heaviness there, and they're sort of leaning into this melodic, emotive feeling, which I am a huge sucker for. But, you know, the hint is there that they can do a lot more than that. So I'm really keen to stay on top of what this band has going on, especially because the production sounds top level for me too. A lot of times when you find a newer band like this, that may not always be the case. I don't want to say a lot of times actually, but some of the time finding a newer band like this early on in their discography and such, that's not always the case, and you're like, oh, with like a better mix, this would be but that's never how I felt with these two new tracks. I suppose that doesn't make a ton of sense, but you get what I mean. This is like the mix for them, I think, that's gonna kind of heighten that potential. And I'm very keen to see what that will look like. I definitely don't have anything I would want different. Given these two tracks side by side, they're going to be a special band, I think, if they can keep kind of capitalizing on that sound and doing what they want to do rather than like what a bunch of, you know, because there are bands that start out with that potential and then kind of try to fit the mold of other bands, and I think this is a band that has a lot of potential to sort of tap into what they're doing very well with these choruses, with their vocalists, kind of matching that in a soundscape sense, or like with atmosphere and those things. I think that will keep their sound special, and the potential of what else they could do is very exciting to me. So those are my thoughts after a listen. I'm very excited that this track has sort of matched the hype that Reach put on them for me, if that makes sense. After hearing Reach, I was like, oh yeah, like next song, I'm ready for it, that sort of thing. So hopefully when they come with a new single, whenever that is, that will continue the trend. Those are my thoughts. I will link the video that I used in this reaction portion, or the reaction portion of this video, in the description, along with all of the band's social media, any sort of merch that I can find. That will all be there. You can also find my link tree in the description, which will have the Patreon link. We have our live stream coming up at the end of this month. I've put the poll up for which day we want to choose. I will be working on the content for the tiers, and I think adding some more content to them soon too, now that once I get everything like kind of topped off and where I want it for what I have existing. I think maybe early March I may start adding stuff to the existing tiers, or maybe some additional ones. But other than that, you can also find the Discord server invite link there in the link tree. That is where the community is based for my YouTube channel. We've got a lot of really wonderful people in there. We've got music-related conversation completely unrelated to music as well. Just a community of music lovers talking about stuff. So if you're interested in coming to join, check that out. That will be there along with any other link you may need for my channel. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.